Hey folks, how you doing? Papa Joe here. Oh man, another fun and exciting day in the world of trucking. Still daylight, and I done ran out of hours. Close enough. Had less than 30 minutes on my 11. Less than, oh no, I got less than 2 hours on my 14. Trucking it up today. Down 75 into Dallas, through Dallas, down 35. Those of you that know the area, you know that was traffic. I got down there. I take that 130 around Austin and all that. I don't know about the rest of y'all. If I don't have to deliver there in Austin or San Antonio or somewhere off of 35, I bite the bullet and I let the boss pay for the tolls, and I take that 130 around. It only has about 5 miles or so on your route. It saves a lot of time. But I still got right at 650 miles today. That ain't bad in a slow truck in the traffic. Received a call today. Any of y'all remember Austin? Young man that got his CDLs on his own. It took him a while, but he got him on it, and the reason it took a while was to get a truck to take it in. So those of you that think you want to go that route, it's hard to find somebody that has insurance that will let you take a CDL driving test in their truck. After he got his CDLs, he went back home. He's from farm country, and drove for Farmer Brown for about a year. And when it came time, they cut him loose like I told him they would. I mean, they only need you during harvest season. Although they had made promises of keeping him on and having him run out of their silo and all this, and that didn't happen. That went to his buddies. You know how that works. So then he started looking for another company. Well, did not have to go through training or school or any of this. They wanted him to verify his driving with Farmer Brown. Farmer Brown had paid him under the table, so he wasn't going there. He wasn't going to do it. So he couldn't verify his experience. So he has wound up going with Warner. I'll throw the name out there. He's supposed to be with a trainer. He's on his second trainer. Simply because he wants to learn. He wants to learn how to be a real truck driver. His words to me tonight was, I don't want to be a steering wheel holder. I want to be a truck driver. And since he has his CDLs and a little bit of experience, and I mean little, they keep putting him with trainers that is running him like a co-driver. So he's out there driving like a co-driver. He said this old boy he's with now, after say 5 minutes, he goes to bed. I told him nothing personal, Austin, but ain't no damn way I could go to bed behind you. You know, I know you have a little experience, but emphasis on little. So, I'm talking a little loud because the truck's running. I turned the AC off. It's 89 degrees down here at 7 o'clock at night. So he told him that he wanted to go OTR. But right now, what he's doing is running bid runs. Right now, he's running from Dallas to Pecos, back and forth, one trip a night. His trainer drives down of a night. They get down there and do their drop and hook. Austin drives back. And he told me, he said, dude, first time I'm on I-20 and I started hitting Dallas, he said, this traffic was bad. I ain't never seen no shit like this. He said, and he's back there snoring. And I said, I understand. I wouldn't have been. I explained to him, I said, this is exactly what's wrong with the trucking industry. They're putting you guys out here with no training. And he knows I'm not picking at him or nothing, and I really ain't. It is a prime example of what's wrong with the industry. A little while back, I was making that video where I'd been asked about 3 students with 1 trainer. Really? How in the world are you making that work out for you? I don't get it. That's crazy in my book. So, I told him, I said, youngin', I said, you need to stand up for yourself. I said, whoever you talk to about changing this trainer, going OTR with another trainer, I said, you need to talk to them again. I said, and you need to explain to them point blank that you want to be trained. You don't want to be a co-driver. Maybe they'll get you with some old fart like me that might actually teach you. If my company would allow me, I'd take him on in a heartbeat. Our insurance won't stand it. So, I told him, I said, dude, I said, you're a trainer's prime candidate. You're a dream child. I said, there's so many of them that can't learn or won't learn or don't want to learn. And I said, here you are eager for the knowledge. I said, some trainers would love to grab you up and turn you into a little me, you know? But that ain't how the trucking industry works anymore. And I also told him that if they don't train him, and something else, the guy he's with is a owner-operator, and I hate it when people do this, but in this case, this is quad for it, because it's very questionable and it's a pain in the ass to do that. This guy's an owner-operator and his truck's turned up. So Austin's been running back and forth with him. He told me, he says, I've been running 70, 75 speed limit. He says, he just told me this morning that, as a student, you're only supposed to run 65. Well, 2 problems with that. If you're a student, his ass needs to be in that seat teaching you. I said, number 2 is, it's his responsibility to make sure you hold that truck down. He said, well, I'm hoping it don't come back by me in the butt. And I said, don't let it. I said, if they go talking to you and want to put that in your pile, I said, you argue with them. And you tell them, oh, hell no. Y'all just threw me in the truck as a co-driver. That trainer didn't train nothing. Now, I wasn't told none of this nonsense, so I didn't break a rule if I didn't know it was a rule. I said, don't let them put it on your file. Don't do it. I said, and don't be afraid to keep changing trainers until you get one that will train you how you want to be trained. You know, I said, this is BS, being stuck in a truck as a co-driver. They're not paying him worth a damn. He didn't tell me what they're paying him. But you and I both know they ain't paying him worth a damn. And yet they're running him like a co-driver. He said, well, this trainer done told me that he really don't want to be a truck driver, but this is all he can do right now. I said, well, that's exactly the problem. They're in it for the money. They're not in it to train. They're in it for the money. It's a sorry state of affairs, ain't it? Ain't good at all. Ain't good at all. So anyway, anybody that's thinking about coming out here, this is what you've got to face. If you want to really be taught about the trucking industry, there's so much he ain't learning. I mean, there's more to driving a truck than just grabbing gears and fighting with the traffic. You know, there's a lot more to it. And that's what I was telling him. I said, is he teaching you anything about communicating with the company? No. Are you doing any of the check-in and out at the shippers or receivers or wherever you're going? No. I said, you're not being trained. Well, we get to the gate and he takes over and I go to bed. He ain't being trained. Y'all got to make sure you get trained. Now look at it like this. You done paid for your CDL school and they're a joke, but at least they get you your CDL. Overpriced, but they get it for you. Now you go to a company like Werner where they won't train you. They want to treat you like a co-driver because it's all about their bottom line. If they can have one in the bunk and one behind the wheel, they're happy. And then when the drivers screw up, they want to put it on them. It needs to go back on them. They're not teaching. They need to be taught. Now that one hand said he was going with Schneider. And there was somebody on there making comments that had been with Schneider, I think he said for 6 years. But he did say they will teach you. So if you're thinking about going, that's what you need to do, is do some homework and find a company like Schneider that will teach you. Don't find a company like Werner that will use you. And Werner doing him like he is exactly what us drivers have been bitching about for a while. It ain't right, it's BS. And somebody needs to put a stop to it in Werner. And they need to teach them to start teaching. That's my rant. Y'all remember, God loves you, so do I. Now we understand why so many of these Werner drivers ain't got a clue. Y'all have a good evening.